Hello guys and welcome back to more Lyon on the False Nines YouTube channel. Going to continue the save with Lyon today. I've said Lazio a few times in the past, but not today. Today's game, we're at home against Paris Saint-Germain. It's the third time we're going to be playing PSG this season. We faced them away from home twice. We lost one, I think 3-1, and then we beat them 4-3 in the Coupe de la Ligue, I think they call it. We're in the final of that actually. We defeated Lorient 1-0 away in the final, and we're in the semi-final. We're in the final against Guingamp, who beat Monaco in the semi-finals. So you'd fancy us to win that against Guingamp. So it could be an interesting one. We are out of the Coupe de France in the ninth round, and our last live commentary was against Lens, which we lost 2-1. That's after a very, very, very busy schedule over the past. In the fortnight before that, we played 6 games. And I'm sorry if I'm sniffing or sneezing a lot. I've got the early symptoms of a cold coming. So if you hear any sniffing or anything, I do apologise. So we're expected to maybe drop points in that time, but to lose 2 on the trot is a bit annoying. And playing three games in 5 days, it's just I don't know why it happened. During the African Cup of Nations as well. Couldn't have come at a worse time. But hopefully now we'll get a bit more of a, maybe space them apart a bit more. We've got some Thursday games coming up with the Europa League. We've got the Cup final. So the games are a bit more spaced apart now, and we don't have any other Cup games apart unless we progress in the Europa League now. And that's coming up as well. We're playing 20 in the last 32 very soon. But today we're going to face Paris Saint-Germain. So let's go through the games off screen. I only played 3. First one was at home against Metz. We only just beat them 1-0. That was a live commentary. One of the few live commentaries we've actually won. But we did beat them. All 3 goals here came in the first half. And then we shut up shop in the second half. Siedmar Bronx suffered an injury. But luckily didn't miss any game time from it. Johan Gorkuf scored 2 goals on either side. And in between those 2 goals was a goal for defender Samuel Umtiti, who's done very, very well in the past few games, averaging 7.16 in his last 5. Fitness is sometimes an issue for him, though, but hopefully he can get a good run of fitness now and actually get a good run of games. So I was really pleased with that performance, much, much better. We won all 3 games, actually. We then beat Monaco away from home. We beat them 2-0 at our stadium. But we went to Monaco and we got 3 points. Only goal came from Lacazette, who was a bit unhappy. I don't know if he still is. Wanted by 5 clubs. He came to me saying that Chelsea were interested, and this was after the transfer window had closed. After the January window had closed. So, I don't know what he's complaining about. I tried to fob him off, but he said, no, I'm not having any of that. And, he was unhappy. I don't think he's got any problems now, has he? Minor issue, wants to join Chelsea as they play in the Champions League. But we could be playing in the Champions League. I'll have a look at the table in a minute, but we could be playing there. So a good win there. And then, as I said, we beat Lorient in the Coupe de la Ligue semi-final. Again, the only goal came from Lacazette, 54 minutes in. Lorient had a lot of shots. Lorient dominated possession. We had a similar number of shots each. But us with the only goal. Very, very good defensive performance. They had man of the match with a Plazil, but we did really well here. Fekir suffered an injury, but again not missing any game time. But he is kind of tired, so he'll probably sit out this match. We might have a clean bill of health actually. Oh, not quite. So Badimo and Kone are being rested at the moment because they just come back from the African Cup of Nations. The only other injury we have is Benzia, who is back any day now from bruised ribs. And where's that defender that's been out for ages? Fofana is lacking in match fitness, but he is now back to full training after his lengthy injury with the ankle ligaments. He was out for almost a year with those, and he's just come back. And one other thing, transfers. I think there was just one silly thing. Yeah, so Gazal went out on loan. He went to Platanius. And Gorglin, I've been trying to offload him ever since the start of the game. He's been transfer listed and all that. He's gone on loan to Nîmes until the end of the season. And then after that, hopefully we can get. Hopefully someone will come in for him, because I don't want him. I don't want him at club because I don't need him anymore, because I have 2 goalkeepers, and he's just not good enough. He's got 2 years left on his contract as well, so I want him to go when he comes back. I've been trying to really force him out. I've gone not needed. I've gone sell for any price, but he was being really stingy with wages. That's why he was still there. So those are games we played off screen. As I said, only 3. Looking at the table, it doesn't look as bad as it used to, because Marseille have had a really terrible run. If we have a look, of course, they won, I think, their first 14 league games in a row, and they conceded, 3 or 4 goals. But since that loss to Monaco, I mean, just look at that. They've only won 2 of their last 9 games, and one of those was up against us in the Cup. Their 5-2 win against Evian was their first league win in 6. So I don't know what happened to them. And their manager as well is on his last year of his contract. His contract expires at the end of June. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with Marseille if they can keep it up. Because if they keep dropping points like they are, then, PSG are only 2 points behind them. Well, we're 9 behind. The way Marseille are going, we can make that up. We could still finish top of this league. And as it stands, I believe 3rd place gets into the Champions League. Let me just check, actually. Let's go to rules. But I think it's the top 3. I think 3rd place might get into the playoff. We're looking good for that. We're 2 points ahead of Montpellier, who are in 4th. Lille are in 5th. Monaco are level with Lille, but they're in 6th with an inferior goal difference. Nice, Lens, Saint-Etienne and Rennes round out the top 10. Lorient, Metz, not doing too good. Green jumper in the relegation zone, but they could still come out. Don't know what's going to happen with that. So let's continue on, and let's face PSG. Now we're at home, so you fancy us to maybe get a result here. We beat them away from home, but that wasn't the first team. That wasn't a PSG first team, I think. I'm not quite sure. But this looks a bit more like a PSG team. I mean, they're playing Maxwell, because I know that when their first choice left back got injured in the game against us. So Maxwell's playing at left back. That's almost a given, unless this guy miraculously comes back. Right, so our team selection, I'm going to stick with this narrow formation. And I'm going to go with this. We're going to start with Grenier. On Malbronk's on a yellow, so I don't know how our next league game's against. Who is it? It's Lorient and their bottom. So I'm going to play in Vimbar. I haven't got anyone suspended for this match, but again, a couple of players that are on yellow cards. Do they need a rest, or no? He's still being rested. So I'm going to bring Jokic on. I'm going to put Rose on for Kone, and then we're going to have Bizovac on the bench, Halilovic on the bench. I think I'll leave it at that. I'm going to leave Fekir out of the game today. I'm going to rest him completely. Yep, I'll leave it at that. I'm pretty happy with that. So let's do that. Control and flexible. Yep, let's go. Let's submit that team. Okay, they're predicting a draw. Instructions. Right. You can do that. Lots of listen keenly. Right, let's get some green in this team talk. There we go, there's a little bit. That wasn't too bad. Well, 3. Could have had a bit better, but never mind. Let's kick off. Hopefully we can get a win today. We haven't had a lot of live wins in any of our saves. So hopefully today will be one. And, oh, great, okay. We've got a knock already. And it's Gorkov, our best player so far. But after this game, I'll have a look at all the stats. Gorkov, I think, has maybe 14, 15 goals now in this season. Something along those lines. Lucas Moore. Oh, good. Excuse me. Good save by Tony Lopez there to deny Lucas Moura. And now Gonalon will clear the ball away, and Lacazette will counter here, and he's still got the ball, and he was dispossessed by Peace Check. We've got a throw in out of it. Now they've got a throw in. Here's Lucas Moura. Cavani. Rose with a header away. And Lavezzi will close it down. I'm going to keep Gorkov on for now. I think he'll be okay. Lavezzi still sends a shot away, and it was wide. No shot on target yet for us, though. They're dominating possession, our thingy. PSG. So let's try and maybe counter, because PSG have only hit the target with one of their shots. And we've got a corner here. Could get something out of this. Nothing, no. But Malbranc will try again. And this time it was blocked again. Gonalon to Ferry. Lindsay Rose to Grenier. Lacazette. Oh, save. Good save by Sirigu. It's with Rabiot now. Maxwell. Actually not doing too badly so far. We're actually doing better than they are. But again, they're dominating in possession. We're at half time now. Still no goals, but we haven't been doing too badly. Gorkov, I think, needs to come off. So I'm going to... I don't want to play Halilovic, really. But I don't want to lose a man in midfield. I don't want to go with another striker, really. What can I do? See, Halilovic is the only real other attacking midfielder we've got. So it's the only thing we can do, really. And they're dominating possession as well. I don't want them to control the midfield, so I'm going to put Halilovic on. Let's just swap those two around. We'll have Grenier as the attacking midfielder. Don't need to do anything else. Let's start the second half with that. Lacazette not been great in front of goal, but we've had 5 shots on target. We've had a clear-cut chance, so we've made the most of our... Well, we haven't made the most of our chances, but at least we've actually had a chance. PSG with a couple of half chances, but 3 out of 10 shots on target. Should be doing better, really. Here's Matuidi to Thiago Motta, Cabaye, Lucas Moura, and Cavani, and Lavezzi, and... Oh, was that the post? I think... What? Was that the post? I don't know what happened there. That looked really odd. Right, Godolon needs to come off now. This is going to get annoying. Right, I'm going to put Ferry into deep midfield. I'm going to play it in Vimbar. I'm going to change Lacazette to an advanced forward, see if that has any change, because 6.4 isn't very good. He's been getting a couple of goals, Lacazette, but today it just hasn't come right for him. Cavani to Lucas Moura. Cabaye's shot is blocked. Ferry with the stop on Matuidi, and here's Lacazette now. He loses that, but Vimbar recovers. Jallet now, who's been excellent on that right wing all season. Grenier to Halilovic. And Grenier, and that's a goal! And we're beating PSG. Clement Grenier with only his second of the season, but he's had a lot of injuries as Grenier. But he's finally got another goal. I think his first one was when he came back from his first injury, but I'm not certain. Same number of shots, Lyon and PSG, but again, us with more on target and not as many chances, but, well, one of ours more clear cut. So now we have a goal. Do we shut up shop or do we go for another one? I think counter flexible seems to be working okay. Crossing hasn't been great. Lucas Moura is in here and he sent it over. Right, I'm making my last change. Right. I'm going to... I'm going to swap it around a bit, I think. Can we do that? No, we don't want that. I'm going to take Grenier out of midfield and we'll leave Halilovic there by himself. I'll put Ferry up there. And we're going to play Tolisso for a little while. And we'll have, 4-1-3-1-1 kind of thing. Gives us an extra man in the middle of midfield. I'm going to go defensive as well. And just hope that we don't concede. Because it's nice to get a win. Our wins, we've had some big wins, but we've scraped quite a lot of games as well. There've been a lot of... This game is far from boring. There's been a good few highlights in this game compared to others. But there have been some games where it's been pretty boring and we've only just scraped a win. Metz is a good example. Or Metz, however you say it. Here's Rabiot. 84 minutes now. We're doing well. Jallet wins the ball off of Moura. We've defended brilliantly in this match, actually. We've been doing really well. Halilovic to Lacazette. And he turns... Oh, it was just over, I think. But he took it round the defender really well. Thiago Motta is now injured. Right, I'm now going to go contain. We're going to go highly structured. 2 minutes plus injury time left. We could get a huge win over PSG here. And that would be fantastic. Only seconds left now. Tony Lopez with a goal kick. Went by with the ball, and that's full time. That's a great win. I'm really pleased with that. Lacazette did not have the best of games, but we got a win. PSG with just the one more shot, but 8 shots on target for us. PSG dominant in possession. I'm really pleased with that, actually. I'm not sure if we really deserved it, but how many? So four shots from range, more possession, more corners, more passes completed, more tackles won, but just nothing at the other end. So what were our final ratings? So all the defenders over 7. Grenier with a 7.5 for the goal. Gorkov didn't play great, but he came off at half time. Lacazette, bad day at the office for him, but everyone has one of those. Man of the match was Umtiti, so really pleased with that performance, actually, defensively. Going forward, not great, but we got a goal, so I'll take that. Not going to talk about those chances, that'll do. Rodgers spotted at Stade de Gerland. Okay, Brendan Rodgers wants to sign Lavezzi for Liverpool. Well, I heard a silly rumour today. It might be silly, or it might be, a proper rumour. That if Man City don't win the league, they're going to get rid of Pellegrini and they want Brendan Rodgers. Which wouldn't be too bad, considering we could get someone like Klopp or De Boer or that Emery guy. But, Rodgers has got a good thing going at the club. We're not going to get top 4 this season, after our shocking performance against Arsenal. But, we're building towards the future. We might struggle to, as he said, we might struggle to get some high-profile players because of our lack of Champions League football next season, presumably, unless the teams above us have a huge downturn in form. But I don't want to see him go to Man City. If he leaves to go to another club, I'd rather it not be them. But, that's just a thing, isn't it? Okay, right, let's get off of that. So, that was a good win, actually. So, that has put us 4 points behind PSG now. And only 6 behind Marseille, but they still have to play. So, let's see how they do in their game. I don't know who they're against, mind. Let's see. Our next game, as well, is against Lille. Our next live commentary. Our next game is against Lyon. And then we have 2 Champions League games. Right, where are Marseille? They're away against Rennes. Let's see how they do. Come on, Marseille. Lose again. Drop more points. Green Jump drew in Monaco. Monaco dropping more points. You'd think. I know the chairman hasn't quite injected as much money as he did before into the club. But you'd think they'd be doing well and, actually winning stuff. Even when they did have that money, they still finished runners up to PSG. But, you'd think they'd be doing a lot better than they are. I know they sold a lot of their players. Like, Falcao's not sold, but loaned Falcao to Man United, and that turned well for him, didn't it? But, I'd expect them to be doing a lot better than they are. And they're not. I almost chose Monaco, actually, for a save. But I didn't. Marseille, goalless draw. So we do make a bit of ground on them. Do you know, I'm always getting that. I don't even care anymore. We're playing where you want. Competitions. So here we go. So we're now only 7 points behind Marseille. So we can catch them up. And we do still have to face them away from home, I think it is. And that would be, 4 points. So, we could still win this league. There is still very much a chance of us winning with 14 games left. So these are the games we have left. We're playing Green Drop twice in a week, pretty much, with a league game and then the League Cup final. So games off screen: Lorient away, and then we've got the Europa League last 32 tie. We've got 20 away, and then at home, Nantes in between them. Sorry, that was a bit of a inside burp there. That will lead us to our next live commentary, which will be away against Lille. And we do have that derby against, not derby, but that big game against Marseille coming up. But I'm not sure if I want to play that or not. It's probably going to be quite important, but I don't want to have just, one game in between. Unless we do a video where we have 2 live commentaries. That could be a thing to do. So what I will do actually is I'm going to play these 5 games, and then next episode, which will be Thursday or Friday maybe, I'm going to have a double live commentary with Montpellier at home and Marseille away, because they're 2 important games. Montpellier are only just behind us by 2 points, and Marseille is 7 ahead of us. So that's 2 very, very important games. So I'm going to end this off here, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.